Capricorn, how you doing? I'm sorry if I look so scruffy, but I'm actually growing a beard and I've never really gone there, and like all the shops are closed. I can't have my hair cut. It's freezing cold in the UK, and I've never really grown a beard before, and I always back out normally around now and then shave it off. So something is being shaved off the top, skimmed. I'm also picking up things being skimmed off the top. Someone could be stealing money from something and skimming off the top, because you're either going skiing, right? Or someone is skimming things off the top. Like I'm just gonna, because I keep picking up, make it rain, Lorraine, and I don't know, is this a pole dance or a strip dance or a strip tease, or a tease? And it's like, because I keep picking up that someone's doing that and they're like got all this money and it's like skimming the money off the top, but it's kind of like doing this kind of action. Like I keep picking up like friction burn. Where are you getting friction burn from Cappies? But like this, and it just seems to be like skipping or like a beat, like a, I don't know, like a chain of something. I mean, you have got a lot of references of music because you've got Delta, right? So, but I'm going to go with some of these messages for a start, Capricorn. All right, if you haven't met me before, I'm eccentric, I'm a little bit weird. I channel messages for the future. I've never really done this much before of at this distance, but we've been doing 2021 predictions, okay? So stay in there because you could be living in a box for a lot of you. I hate to say this, and it has come up, but I also believe in death as well as I do birth and good things and bad things. The good things, the bad things, okay? The good times, the bad times. Led Zeppelin, or something to do with lead, okay? Les, the name Les. But I'm definitely picking up though that things being skimmed off the top. And then I have to go to this one very quickly, okay? Because I also scribe as well, and I got big references of Scorpio and Capricorn energies, right? And putting a Capricorn in a box. Now this can also live it because I picked up Livy or Grace, the name Livia or Grace Livia or something like that, right? But I'm picking up that someone being put in a pigeonhole as well. Like I'm putting you on a pedestal as such, right? But you've got this very concerned energy of what I'm picking up though, because I put Capricorn in a box and then it came to me living in a box and someone physically putting a Capricorn in a box. Now you got big references of also letters, which was the Greek alphabet of D, okay? Like Delta, right? So big D, but like the big D. Big D, is someone call someone Big D or Big Diane or Big, someone's like quite big, okay? Now, I don't know, like they just keep saying big, like Tom, named Tom, or Thomas, but like big, right? But I picked up the fourth letter of the Greek alphabet. So I'm picking up like someone has like a D or an F in the fourth letter of a name, right? It would have D in it, but they keep saying D, Dan, Stan, but Dan, Danielle, DDTs also, so someone's suffering through alcohol and trying to come off drugs and all this through this time as well. Okay, because I picked up slow, like a slogo. And this logo that someone's got, or this slogan, or shogun, like a Logan. But Hulk Hogan or Logan, I don't know what these references are for yet, Capricorn. But we will get there, guys. But something to do with around this slogan being very slow, like it's a very difficult to get rid of this brand, right? Now, Brandon or Lee, right? But it's very difficult for me to get rid of Lee, or it's very difficult for me to get rid of Brandon. Now, if you're called these names, okay, I just mean that there is something that is happening to you, okay? But I'm picking up that this brand, because it keeps saying Brandon Lee, right? Now, this brand or this logo is very difficult to make a brand out of, because it's like I'm trying to make something out of thin air that isn't there, and I need to make it out of thin air. And how am I going to make this logo, right? This Logan and slogan type sort of thing. But all they keep saying is like sloth. So a sloth is like extremely slow. And they keep saying that this thing, this momentum of this car even, or a Cancerian you could be dealing with, but it feels like it's going so slow that I really don't know which way to go. Like it's there you go. But it's like it's so slow, I don't know which way to go. And I keep picking up like this signpost of like this way, to the past, or to the left. Actually, actually, my ex bought me this for Christmas, and it does. I just noticed it does have that in here. The witches. I don't know what. I haven't used it. Everyday Witch Tarot, but I noticed that when looking through that, there's a. It's Cancerian cards, right? I think. Goddess Dragon, you have that, right? I'm sure. But I noticed that there was a motorbike, and it had a like. Do I go back, or do I go this way to the left? Do I go to the right, or do I go? So basically, do I go back to my past, or do I go towards the future? Right. So you could be dealing with anybody that's called Martin, Marty, or Martin, right? But do I go left or do I go right? Do I go forward or do I go back? Because for a lot of you, you might even be going on a complete like expedition this year, right? And it feels like that you're hiking or something, because I'm also picking up skiing, like a lot of skiing, like because I'm picking up snow, right? Snow, and the letter S, right? S. Superman or Steve, but like I might be going skiing, or I might be going seeing, like sightseeing, or I might be going to see you, or tell me, have you seen her, right? So I'm picking up am I going skiing? Am I going to see you? Or am I going on like an expedition, right? With an X, or is it with the future partner? Because I pick a lot of you up, you've got big references of a choice, a big choice that you've got to make around Libra, right? And you're like, you know what, do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go right and go like on an expedition? And do I not take the past partner with me? And do I take the future partner with me? Or the apartment? Man, you've got, hold on, Capricorn, I'm just down the dump in my subconscious. But like, do I go like right with these people, or do I go left with these people? And these people on the left could be a What Bam Boogie type sort of thing, right? So, which one is going to be more fun? Because I'm picking up fun till my daddy took away. That is another reference. I am sorry for that one. But like, do I go left with my grandparents or my parents, or do I go right with just me, myself, and I, and then go and see this person and see what happens? Because it might be like where you're kind of like standing there thinking, you know what, with the hair of my chinny chin chin, right? It's what was that? The Red Riding Hood, right? So some red sign, like red flag. So if they're red, which means fire. If they're a fire sign, no. If you're indicative with a fire sign and it's been a bad expedition with those, no. Because that's by the hair of my chinny chin chin. So don't sit there scratching your chin, because that might even be me, because I do have also Capricorn in my chart. Well, Vedic. But like, it's kind of like I'm scratching and like I'm itching at something of someone had a shave or needs a shave. You might even be scratching down there, who knows, because your card is where you've got things open, Capricorn. So it feels like, because I keep picking up someone doing this a lot. I mean, I do have guys also watching. So it's kind of like, oh man, it's kind of like a goatee or goatee. Like, it's like, do I have a goatee or do I go see? Man, they're changing. Do I go see this person with a goatee or not? Do I go and see a man about a dog, which is also in Britain? Go and see a man about a dog, bruv. You don't need to know. I'm just going to see a man about a dog, which would be basically a cat. So a Leo, right? So do I go to see the Leo, or do I go to see this person? Or do I go here, or do I go there? Because you've got, oh man, I've got so many references around Libra. Like this, okay, let's break it down. I'm at a crossroads and I'm at a standstill. Do I take my past partner with me? Because a lot of you could have where you've got someone that has or will arrive at your door, right? Arrive at your door. And you really could have references of what I use, like Ableton and things like that, in a door. Okay, so you've got, I'm going to arrive at their door. What am I going to do? Am I going to take you with me, or am I just going to leave you standing and not take you with me and go here? Now, some of you could have like kids and children, and you're like, look, do I leave the kids here with you? Like, you might have an ex-husband or something, and you're like, look, can I just leave my kids here with you? Is that okay? Because I'm going off on an expedition, right? Now, for a lot of you, you've got this, but do I take you with me? Now, I don't know if this is children or if this is a partner. Like, I don't know if I want to take my partner with me or if they can come. Because you've kind of got this, like, this best made plan that might be around Libra energies, where it was like, you know what, I really don't want this to fail, and I want this to happen, and I want to go ahead, and I don't really want anybody stopping me and in my way. So I don't know whether to go it alone, or whether go alone, right, or go it alone, right? Meaning, do I just do this on my own then? Because it really feels like that this slow go. And trust me, guys, whatever it is that you build from the ground up, it is a hard slog, right? It really, it really is, because trust me, when it comes to tarot readings and everybody else, everybody wants to be famous, right? Everybody wants a large subscriber account, right? They really do, but because I meet so many people as well that are trying and so on and so forth, and there's been so much controversy over this. What's been going on around the dodgy stuff around the Leo King, and then other channels and stuff, and I'm not really getting involved in it, but trust me, I've got it in my head. But to get a channel up and going, you've got to put in a lot of work and a lot of effort, and you've got to have content that people like. It involves so much. They've got to like you, they've got to like what you have, they've got to like what you do, you've got to have content 11/11, so it's got to kind of be tweaking around those energies, right? You've got to have this content to keep that burning and keep that alive. Like, you've got to have that content. And it is very difficult to build things from the ground up, but that's self-made stuff, right? So, sorry about that, because I don't know what that reference is, if that's relating to these strange messages that have been coming around Sagittarius, Leo, Libra, but Sagittarius energy. I haven't actually done Sagittarius energy reading yet. I thought I'd do your guys first, because I've actually got an Angel Radio that I'm actually excited about, and I thought I'm going to put it on for Cappies and let them listen to it, hopefully before I put it out. Okay, but like, there's this strange thing, and even like Alchemy and You, apparently people have been telling me, and I did check, and that she was saying that she's had to take a lot of her stuff down and put it as private, because people are, I don't know what people have been doing or people have been saying, but I don't know. It's just this, it's even to do with like Eminem, and have you read that about rapping? Eminem and Snoop Dogg, like this big thing that seems to be going out about Eminem and his new album and Snoop Dogg, and then I had heard an interview where it was really to do with where this is going to turn into a racial thing because of the two rappers, and they said that there's going to be that much controversy that people are really going to avoid the music, and that really it's going to turn into more of a racial debate. Because I do have like this debate. I mean, I don't know, Eminem or Snoop Dogg. Well, I don't know if they're a Capricorn or if they've got references of these, but they must have somewhere, right? But I'm definitely picking up debate, because I picked up Devil's Advocate, playing Devil's Advocate, which is more of like a debate and a discussion, right? I'm also picking up Debbie, the name Debbie. Okay, Debbie, and also Stevens, Debbie Stevens. Sassy, you said you knew a Debbie Stevens. I did when I was a kid as well. So Debbie or Stevens, or just Stevens, or Stephen. Making it even with Stephen. I'm going to make it up with Stephen. I'm going to make it up to... Hello. Unless because there's other Stevens. And I've told everybody else as well, there's people I know that are Capricorns that are also called Stephen in my life as well. Okay, so I'm going to make it up to Steve. I'm going to make it up. I'm going to make it up to them. I'm just going to make it up to them, right? So it's kind of I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. I'm going to be late. I'm sorry, but I'm going to make it. So I don't know if there's any trips or anything like that, because that person also does travel, right, for a living in my old job. So something to do with around... I'm going to make it, I'm going to make it, I'm sorry, I'm going to be late. That person also does do airport runs. So I am picking up something to do with like airport runs, or in a van or in a car, and it would involve a lot of travel, and it could be involving Cancerian or a 7 or a car company, and it's like travelling, backwards and forwards, travelling for work, travelling this year, going somewhere, could be to do with over the rainbow, which is a Pisces energy, okay? But Devi or Defi, Def, I keep picking up D. Okay, Dan, all that sort of stuff. Debbie. But like D and F, like B and F, like some of you, what on earth is that reference? I've got no idea. Okay, so let's go back. So a lot of you, okay, the most important message, Capricorn, I think that you might know a Capricorn, for a lot of you, not all of you, that might be putting a Capricorn in a box, and it, because I crossed out Scorpio, so I could see, because I'd done Scorpio, was supposed to do Sagittarius, skipped Sagittarius, and that must be a reason, and then done Capricorn, but I put a cross through Scorpio. So you got Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn energies, but there is something about a Sagittarius being missing, is what I'm picking up, okay? Because I go off what I write, and also, bro, it's complex. Yeah, one, probably, right, you probably won't believe me. But I'm picking up, like, okay, so let's go with this. So there might be someone that could be buried this year, right? And they might have Scorpio in their chart, maybe. But it could really be a Sagittarius. Because I'm picking up, I'm putting an X through the Scorpio, I'm missing a Sagittarius, and I'm going straight to Capricorn in a box. So if you can work out whatever that means for you and these placements and these people in your life, then it is definitely to do with drugs, drink and alcohol. And it is also putting things inside of a box. Now, because putting it in a box, there could be Hellraiser, right? But like this box, I keep picking up like this, like trying to figure out this, like a puzzle, if you like. Like in Hellraiser, they had this box, didn't they? So don't worry. But like I keep picking up like boxes. Like I'm going to pick up boxes and I'm going to drop them off. So that could be the DVD energies, right? The delivery thing. So a lot of things being delivered. So you've got references of birth here for a lot of you, that you might be witnessing a lot of things through this year being delivered. Stand and deliver, right? So it's being delivered, and I'm waiting for this thing to be delivered. Some of you, it would be a baby. Not all of you, but you've got references of other readings. It would be a baby, right? And I'm waiting for this thing to be delivered. But it is this, it needs to be delivered, it needs to be delivered. I can't wait for it to be delivered, right? Because it's like this, I just can't wait for this thing to just pick up or get here, or just like this, I just can't wait to get here, or I can't wait to go. It's kind of like this anxious feeling, or anything to do with Angus, but like an Angus burger. Or like, I just can't wait to just like get this thing. Like, I can't wait, unless someone's like anorexic and they've been dieting for God knows how long, and it's like, man, I can't wait to get myself an Angus burger, right? Or I can't wait to eat a burger, whichever burger's going to be eaten. But like, I can't wait to get my burger eaten, right? Or burger, my burger. So I'm picking up a burger. I can't wait to get my burger, right? What is a burger? A burger? It's isn't that Jewish, right? A burger? Is that a burger? Sorry, I'm not I'm not worldly, right? But I'm hearing a burger, right? But I can't wait to something about the world. Oh man, your references of what happened in the Leo reading, that was disturbing, of trying to corner the market. And that was X that marks the spot, and there was so many. There was Sagittarius, there was Libra, something very strange going on. I'm staying out of it. But like, yeah, because they're saying something around trying to corner, being cornered, like cut the corners. I'm trying to cut corners, which is hospital corners. So for a lot of you, you might work at a hospital, or go to a hospital, or work at one. But I'm definitely picking up hospital references around cutting corners, which is also hospital corners. And that would also be representing Cancerian of trying to overtake and cut corners. Like, I'm trying to do it, but without doing it right, child, which is right. Oh, okay, the Rothschilds. Something to do with Rothschild as well. I'm picking up references of Rothschild. Okay, which is a bank and a business and money, big money, big things at risk here. Okay, but risky business, which is the film, but also risky business. Big Libra, big Libra energies here. Capricorn, for you guys around business and money and finances, because it's a risky one. It's taking a huge risk and taking a huge chance, is what they're saying. Okay, so I'm picking up though, but I want to cut corners. I don't want to do it. It's kind of like I want to do it legit, and I want to do it right, child, because I got my mind set on you. I got my mind. So whoever his name was, the Beatles. Sorry, I should know, but I can't stop. So I can't stop long. I'm sorry, but I can't stop long. I can only like come for a bit. Like, I'm coming, but I can't stop long. So hold on, slow down. Slow down. Something to do with, I've got my mind set on you. I've got my mind set on this now, and because I've got my mind set on it, I'm doing it. But be careful around cutting corners, right? Be careful around corners, because they keep saying that if someone drives like a speed demon and they're driving really quickly, they might try to cut the corner, right? Which means overtake on a corner. So, or be very careful around driving, because I am really picking up of putting someone in a box this year. And now they're saying about references around cutting corners. I don't like cutting corners, because something is on the corner, like the cornerstone, like a shop is on the corner, like a shop corner. Oh, okay, there's a prostitute here as well. I'm sorry, but there is, because there's someone that is on the corner. That's what they're saying. Like, I'm standing on the corner. I'm on the corner, watching you give her. Oh dear. There's the people taking up the O, and people standing on the corner. Do apologise, but it's y'all's life, it's not mine. Y'all's. 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 Lars. Lars. Lars? Laws or Lars? But like, I'm standing on the corner watching you. Like, bruv, who on earth is that? I'm standing on the corner watching you, but physically standing on a corner watching. Like, I don't know if someone's just sitting back watching thinking, how on earth do I accomplish all of that? Like, how do I accomplish all this now? Because I think that you've got like this dump of the but like this, and it's like this frustrating energy of like, now how do I cope? Because there could be a baby, and they're like, oh man, I wasn't expecting a baby. How on earth do I cope now with a baby on top of it? And I said this in the Cancerian reading. If y'all lot have got an addiction, don't go into another human, right? Because you will be having a lot of sex if you are like say heroin and things like this. You'll be from a false dopamine high, and you'll be living out of an illusion, right? And your organs are really going to start to like get back to normal, but they're not normal. Okay, addicts, I'm sorry, but I'm going to just do a very quick thing on addiction. Addicts think that it's about drugs, right? But because of the illness, addicts, it's avoiding the illness, right? It's avoiding the work, because the work is the illness, and that's what you avoid. It's because you take it because you realise that without it, how are you going to cope without it? Well, that's bollocks, because what you're trying to avoid is the illness. You're thinking, how am I going to cope because I'm going to be really ill, and I'm going to be shivering, and I'm going to be going through the DDTs, and it's not really how am I going to live without the drug, because I guarantee you that what you will think is that the work is the illness that I'm avoiding, right? And I said I would try and help people, because there has been a lot of people saying about this and how am I going to get clean. You will be avoiding the illness, right? That's what you really don't want, is because you're going to be shaking and being sick and vomiting and having stomach cramps and God knows what else, right? So you avoid that. But the work is when you're well. When you are well is the work. Trust me, it is. I know so many addicts in my life that have relapsed so many times, and they've done it, and they've gone back, and they've gone back, and they've accomplished it for 6 months, and then they've gone back to it again, and they put themselves in a circumstance of when they're living high life, and they're like, woohoo, we can go out drinking and partying, and I can meet people, and I can get my life back on track. It's a false dopamine high, right? Because you have to experience the lows of a human being, right? Without that high, you have to experience what that feels like to be low. Because I can guarantee you, a lot of the time when you actually relapse will be when you feel great. It's normally not when you're feeling low that you go out and score. It'll be when you feel great that you will be out there scoring. And I can guarantee that that happens to the majority of addicts, because they live out of this illusion of like, oh my God, I am clean, I am good, let's get with a girlfriend, let's get with a boyfriend, let's start going out, let's start dating, let's go at the pub, let's go everywhere else. I'm sitting back, man, I'm having a great day. I know what will make it even better. and you bump into someone and bam, you're like, well, I'm okay because listen, I feel great and I ain't got to go through the DDT, so let's take it, and then I just won't have any tomorrow because I'll be fine. Believe you me, then what you do is that you get to that point now where you're like, you know what, I can't have all of what I bought because I've got money and I can't get through all of that, so let's make it 3 days, right? Let's make it 3 days or 7 days time, but let's make it 3 days. So this could be a stay away, right, where you're going for a couple of 3 days. But they're saying that through this, you'll be like, I've got all of this quantity of stuff, and let's try to distribute this through 3 days, right? So there's quite a few messages in there. So be very careful around this thing, this bowl, right? And whatever it is, because it could be fish and it could be putting keys in a bowl. But like, be careful around this goldfish bowl, right? Also, but like, be careful around this bowl of stuff. They keep saying bowl, Bodie or Brody, Brody Lions, or Leo. Be careful around Leo energies, right? But be careful around that because you will distribute that over 3 or 4 days, and before you know it, you are bang back on it, right? So be very careful because that will be up here. So that's my advice to you. Get started now. It'll be fine. You will accomplish it. You've just got to get things organised in your life. Get Netflix, get some books, get magazines, get whatever you want, right? Start watching some TV, get rid of your money, and just start being ill and settle into being ill, right? You've got to start. Reduce. Don't just stop. Reduce. And I would also recommend Subutex as well. Subutex is a very good drug that can help you accomplish that. Okay, a lot of addicts here, they take Subutex. Okay, I am not a doctor. I must say that I am not a doctor, but I was a counsellor. Okay, so Subutex is a very good replacement, not methadone. Subutex. Okay, Subutex, because it is also classed as a blocker, and it blocks. If you do go out and get anything and you have a weak moment, it blocks that. And it also gives you a different buzz than anything else. Methadone seeps into your bones and takes a lot longer to get out of, okay? Don't worry about it. Subutex. Okay. So, that's the addiction part, okay? So, some of you have got this reference now around, we're going to have like a 3-day stay type sort of thing, like Stay or Steve or Stacy, but we're going to stay for like 3 or 4 days or something like that. And we're going to, because it feels like that you've got this travel thing, right, of around we're going to stay over or something, or like a 2 or 3 day stay type sort of thing, right? Like a go over and see and then leave, or go over and just see how things work out if it's to do with love and a date, right? Because it's like, well, you know, there's a chance meeting and we'll see, right? Because you could be doing something together, because I'm picking up something being entwined here, like entwining something, right? Tatiana, also I'm hearing Tatiana or Twana. That might be you as a Capricorn. You're probably going off to meet someone else. Can you remember when we met 3 or 4 years ago? You're probably doing that now this year with someone else. I don't mind. I'm only kidding. But I hope you're okay, and so on and so forth. Tatiana, but was a Capricorn, or is also Sagittarius. 3 placements. Anyway, I hope you're all right. But that is there. So you could really be thinking about going, like traveling and planning these plans now for the future. And it's more around this, like, oh, I just don't know what's happening around the coronavirus, blah, blah, blah. And I'm really eager to start doing this thing. And I've got a... But they keep saying something also around Slogo and a Logan being very slow. And I don't know if that's representing a Cancerian or an actual business that someone wants to start, but it is such a slow start, you know. Because trust me, you can have... I'm not going to diss anybody. Everybody has things that they want to do. But believe you me, you know, you can have... Like me, for instance. I could have thousands of subscribers and I could lose them all in an instant by saying something that people don't agree with. Or I could be very boring and people just start losing interest. Or they're not interested in what I have and they're interested in someone else. You always get someone that's better around the corner constantly all the time, right? So you've kind of got this energy of like, well, I wonder what's around this corner. Like there seems to be this corner here and I wonder what kind of direction that will take me in if I go around there, right? So I don't know if you're thinking about moving, but very close to someone. Now, I don't know if that's going to be a long distance, but I'm picking up where it's like, well, I'm kind of thinking about just around the corner, like there's a better shop or there's a better storage container or unit or a business opportunity there, or a house or a home. And it feels like it's only around the corner, because that's what we say in Britain. It's only around the corner, it's not far, right? That's what we'll say. It's like, oh, bro, it's just a few miles or something, 8 miles. Again, there's references of Emma, Emily, or M&M, right? But Snoop Dogg, which would be a cat, so that would be M&M, so that would be a cat, Leo, right? So you've got this energy of like 8 miles. 8 miles. It's only 8 miles, right? So something like 8, which is Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio energy, Scorpionic energy. Okay. So you've kind of got these plans, but this like, I just want this shop to open, or I just want to get the go ahead for this business, or I just want this chance to be able to get the go ahead, and I really want things to get going and get going and get going, and I don't know if you're having an operation, but it's kind of like, I just want things to get going. I've got jubblies or something, or like jobs. Oh, you don't want jobs, but like I've got like, I don't know. I really want to get things going. I definitely want to get things going. I'm definitely picking up Jewish though, because I'm picking up Jew. Okay, Jew. But there is someone that's called that in here, which is Juju. Okay, so that's probably you. But what we don't want is voodoo. Oh shit. Oh, there they go. Every time I start channeling for people, do I have to pick up on Juju voodoo? What on earth is that? Fiji? Some of you might be wanting to go to Fiji, or, well, the old voodoo. Voodoo labyrinth, beginning with L. Lucy, or L. LL Cool J. LL, man, there's references of a rapper here, right? Okay, very quickly, because I need to take a drink. We're going to go on the rest of your messages, Capricorn. Please stick in there, guys. We'll wrap it up. Something rapper. Okay, I don't know if you're going to like this or not, but I thought I would do it because I love Tool. And the M&M thing, I don't know, I slowly put it together, and then I think, what am I going to call this? Right? Turn it down a bit because it might be loud. And then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to call it Tool versus M&M style, right? So, you might like it.
Things I really like to write some wrongs, so I came to sing a song and hope to move a life along. Beats banging like a gong and smashing like a cymbal. You be quick, jack out the box and I'll be nimble. Mine is touching on your ears like you're hitting lotto. Not stopping with the knowledge to your tempo staccato. These hip-hop stampedes and in the seeds, evil deeds. One more trap, these days stagnates, we proceed. Proceed to rock the mic, rock the party, rock the cradle, rock the blow out. I'll even rock the town table, rock the chair, rock the wear, rock the tail with a fable. Oh, I even know to rock and spit a cradle. You be rocking super, I be rocking too long. Summer David on my chain, my style is smooth, raw. Smooth, like no butter, but I won't get touched. Not from New York, so I just see these guns. Gotta look like I hit with a time of a hop. I'm guaranteed to blow up, but we'll never go pop. Unless we block it, we're locking it down. Like the New York bagel, where the boots go round. Got a whole lot of hip, with a time of hop. I'm guaranteed to blow up, but we'll never go pop. Unless we block it, we're locking it down. Like the New York bagel, where the rest go round your town.
Is it long? And then it will go into like a Tool thing as well. Anyway, we'll leave that there. Hope you like it. It might be out by now, I don't know. I have got no idea because it's not finished yet. But hopefully you might like the next one, which is the Angel Radio. If you do like music or anything like that, you can also watch it for free. If you really like it, you might want to buy it, okay, which is over on Patreon. But Delta was a big energy for you. What, Greece, like Greek or Grace, like I keep picking up the name Grace, fallen from grace, or falling for a grace for a lot of you, like the name Grace, or you're with someone called Grace, or you're a Capricorn called Grace. But someone's like Al, also I'm picking up Al, because I'm picking up don't call me Grace, call me Al, right? Or don't call me Al. So something to do with Al or Steve, Al, Steve, Alan, Steve, Alistair, Al, Sal, also Sal, Sal, maybe Sal. Okay. Putting a Capricorn in a box was a big message for you guys, and I don't know if this was because I picked up either putting my like D, because it was either someone that has D in their name, or I'm putting my daddy or my granddaddy. So I really don't know for you guys if there would be someone of a grandfather, because I'm picking up a grandfather clock as well, right? So I'm definitely hearing for a lot of you is a G, the name G, Gina G or Gaffer, or I don't know, like the main Gaffer, right? So I don't know, trust me, if they're their names, don't worry, don't freak out, guys, because I can't stop a prediction and I can't stop the message, right? I can't stop it. So again, I can't stop. I can't stop. You see, someone could skid out of control in a car. If you go anywhere that's like icy, like Iceland or anywhere, or this person could work at a shop that's called Iceland. But like, if you go to anywhere that is very snowy or anything like that, or you know a Leo, because and my dog Percy's Adventures of Tim Tim, and my dog Snowy, which would be a cat, or Snowy, because I know a Snowy here as well. He's actually called Snowy. But yeah, be very careful around like skidding, because I'm picking up this corner, right, and I'm thinking, am I going to be able to take this corner? Like, am I going to be able to take this corner? And I keep picking up someone thinking and scratching their chin, thinking, you know what, am I going to be... Because this could be while someone's driving and they're like down the lake yard, do you know what, do you think I'll be able to make it? Do you think I'll be able to make it around this corner? I don't know if anything's coming, but you know what, I'm very impatient. Because I'm picking up this impatient and it's going to send someone to the hospital. I'm sorry, but it could well do. And it's like, I'm getting very impatient, and this person's like skidding and driving around, and they're about to hit a corner like this. They're about to come to a corner and they're like, you know what, brother, I'm getting so frustrated around whether I'm going to be able to overtake, like there's a car in front of them and they're like, you know what, this is really doing my head in, I'm impatient, and it's this person contemplates overtaking on a blind corner, right, because I'm picking up that there's someone on a corner. So if there's someone on a corner, this person might either one, get picked up, or two, hit. Because there's a violent relationship here for a lot of you, and someone gets beat up. There could be prostitution here, so be very careful about whose car you get into, right? Because I'm picking up references of a car, Cancerian maybe, but a car, the sale for you, right? Sorry, but still keeps coming in my head. Like, picking things up on a corner, and be careful what you pick up, right? Be careful what you do, because a lot of this might be fake. Oh, really? A lot of this stuff could be fake. Someone's trying to fake it to make it. I'm sorry, but it's having same references through past readings. Fake account. That if you add all these dots together, right, where I've been saying this for a while around Libra, where I was saying things are not adding up and things are like not fair, and that people are being overcharged. And then I've told you part of my story of how that represents for things, okay? Of being overcharged and things really not being fair and things not weighing up. And it was either Libra, Sagittarius energy. And I said things not weighing up. Then I'm hearing through how the message has been changing through this tarot stuff. And people have been said, well, my spirits. Don't look at me, look at a tube, bruv, right? But, like, it not being fair. Someone is faking making things, right? They're making things, but they're fake, or they're charging extortionate extreme amounts for something, like extortionate, and I mean extortionate, because they're saying that it's like really expensive, right? And it is like I'm gonna have to fake this now. I'm gonna have to, oh man, keep it to yourselves, just, bruv. I end up getting wound up and wound into things that, because I'm a bloody tube, bruv. Tube. It's YouTube. Someone's YouTube account, or YouTube. If you're all own YouTube accounts, don't all start freaking out and thinking, oh, I've got to stop because that might be me. No, don't have PTSD. Just chuck PTSD out, right? Chuck D out. Chuck D out. Chuck D out. Chuck D. Chuck D. That's a... Wow, that's a rapper as well, isn't it? Chuck D. Chuck D out. Chuck me out. Go on, just chuck me out. Go on then. Go on then, just chuck me out. Go on, I dare you to throw me out. Go on, I just dare you to throw me out. Ooh. Ooh, you are really getting a channeled argument, Capricorn. Go on, I dare you. I double dare you. Double, trouble, double, bubble, hoil and boil and trouble. Came up for a Leo reference. Go on, I dare you. I dare you to put me on the street. I dare you. Go on. And there's this all this energy as well of go on, I dare you. Go on, I dare you. Go on, overtake. Go on, go on, go on, go on. This person's sitting back thinking, you know what, I probably could do that. And they're sitting back scratching their chin and thinking, you know what, I probably can do that. So there's an accident that might happen when you come through around a corner. You got someone that's saying, go on, baiting someone, saying, go on, then go on, then do it, I dare you. Go on, go on, go on, do it, go on, I dare you. Go on, I dare you. Go on. That's definitely what I'm hearing. Now, is this someone really baiting and debating someone and saying, look, I dare you. Go on, I double dare you to do that. And it's, oh, God, that's an awful energy. That is an awful energy. I double dare you. And I'm going to double it, and I'm going to double it, and I'm going to double it. And this person, whoever it is that is extortionately doing something, is overcharging and doubling and doubling and doubling and doubling, and everything else is doubling up. No, just believe me, you do whatever you want. But it's doubling. I'm going to double it. It's like a gamble, a gambit or a gamble. And it could also be around someone else that also has Capricorn in their chart. It's like, you know what, I'm going to take a gamble and I'm going to put all of this down and out. And that, well, I mean, I don't know. There might be something that's very legit here. Don't freak out. I'm just picking up of a general kind of energy, right? Of someone that has all this stuff to put out. And then it's like, I'm going to take a gamble because I'm going to invest in all of this big thing here and take a gamble and see what I get for it. Which is either selling a load of things, because that could be around the drug addict energy. Don't sell your stuff, right? I've got all of this stuff and I am now desperate because I'm picking up like this. Oh, I can't do it. I just can't stop, can't do it. And I've got all this stuff and I'm going to make a very stupid, let's just put all of that in and take a gamble and sell it all. But let's just sell it all. Let's sell everything. Let's just sell it all up. Let's take a gamble, which could, like I said, products, or it could be an addict message that's coming through of, I'm just going to get all of my worldly possessions and sell them all. Okay, my worldly possessions. There was a someone that was lost in a other reading, and it was, when I leave this earth, I'm going to leave this earth to you. Right, everything that I have, I'm going to leave everything to you. Right. So if this happens and you're an addict, be very careful, because that will be a brand new start for you. But be very careful if you get left anything to you and this happens. Okay, because I'm definitely picking up wrong turn, house on the left, or like taking a wrong turn, taking a turn for the worst. Can't tell you who these people are, guys. I can just give you what's coming up for you. But like taking a turn, some of you might go skiing and might need some X-lax, right? But like taking a turn for the worst. Someone turning up, also good energy. Frustration, a patient, outpatience, inpatience. Patience around also possible Pisces, temperance, Libra. Patience, temperance, impatience, outpatience, hospital workers, things like this, NHS. Okay, but taking a huge risk, and I mean, if you guys are legit, right, and I'm saying to you, don't take this risk, don't go and not do that because of me, right, because I could be picking up on multiple, like 4 messages in one message, and I can't clarify and guarantee us. You know, don't go and think, oh, Steve said that this might happen or not, and I'm going to try to avoid that and have that in my head and not make that happen. It's destiny, you know. If you're coming up against these things, I'm just telling you of these energies that you could well be witnessing this year, right? And if you're happening this year, then you're going to have a lot of, like, well, what am I going to do? Now, if this is to do with business and things like that, then, you know, make sure that you do it legit. Make sure that you cross all the I's and dot all the T's. Make sure that everything is paid up and that you're not in debt or anything like that, okay? And if you're thinking about making a large purchase, look at the purchase first before you go and buy it. Make sure that you can afford it before you buy it, okay? Because it's more of a drive and buy and kind of energy of like, you know, buy it on a, well, I don't know, sometimes that's not so bad. Like buy it on a, you buy a large thing, but you buy it more on a pay monthly scheme. But you've got to make sure that you've always got money to pay for that stuff, guys. Because, you know, I keep picking up on like a large purchase. Right, so just think about it. Just think about it first, because it can be very frustrating. And trust me, if this is anything musical or anything like that, I spend hours about learning keyboard, guitar, right? Guitar, keyboard. The DAW itself, if you ever think about making music, is so complex. Just that alone will take you years and years and years to learn that, right? When you do music, you need a lot of stuff. You do. You need a lot of stuff. And then when you get the recording program, you need VSTs, you need, you know, the products that you have to buy to make sounds for a lot is expensive, even if you just buy the full suite. But if you do, then you're going to see, oh wow, there's something else I want, because it's a, you know, thing, and you need things, and it costs. You know, it's a progression, a build up. But don't think as an expectation, wow, I'm going to get this big thing, and because it's great and it does a load of things, I'm going to be able to do it. You know, because I felt that way when I was starting, and it took me years, and I've been playing music since I was a boy, right? And I just know bits, right? But just before you make large purchases, don't think, oh, I can't wait for this thing to turn up and I've got absolutely no idea, and then I'm going to be way too busy to actually learn, because you learn on the job. Meaning, like, you can get a lot of equipment and you can be like, man, this thing looks epic and this sound and stuff looks brilliant, and I'm going to try and do that, and then, well, hold on a minute, I don't know anything about music theory, I don't know how to play guitar or piano, and hold on a minute, it don't make any sound, right? No, because it would be a MIDI controller and not a piano, right? If it's a piano, it makes sound, but how are you going to be able to record it? So you need microphones and God knows what else, and then you need to be able to position them to record it. And to record it, you're going to need a DAW. And if you need a DAW, then you need proper microphones, they need positioning, you need to learn how to record it from there, you need how to quantize it, how to EQ, mastering and EQing. I do my own. But people normally, they make a track and then they send it off to a company to master the track. They charge a fortune as well, right? Because you can... No, I ain't going to go into this. But trust me, something isn't just going to turn up and you're going to be like, ooh, that's lovely. Oh, F? What goes with, well, no, FG? No. Sorry. But there's this, like, this frustration is what I'm feeling of, like, it's like, I just want to be able to do that. And I can't. It's like, why does that not happen for me? Why can't I do what you do? Why can't I have what you have and then be able to do what you... It's like, it's kind of like looking at Jimi Hendrix and like, bruv, all I need to do is buy his guitar and I'm going to sound just like Jimmy. Right? No. Jimi Hendrix was more about really how he played. It was really about how he played. Like Vaughan. Sorry, not Johnny Vaughan. Sorry, I forget his name, but great blues player, okay? And, you know, it was all about how he played. David Gilmour, it's all about how he played. Mr. Feel, right? Because he had great vibrato and he had great stretching techniques when he was doing guitar and God knows what else, right? So, I don't know why I'm talking about music. But because I'm hearing this, like, so frustrated the fact that I can't do that, that it is winding me up that I can't, right? So you've kind of got that. For this year, I keep picking up that things are picking up, but I don't know why I'm picking up on, like, something. Like, there's something here that's picking up slow. Because you've got slow go, things are go. And it's like Penelope is like 5, 4, go. Like, all systems go, but then it's slow. It's like, okay, all systems go, and... whoa. It's kind of like this car of like, okay, now we've got it, and action. Oh, it's not going anywhere. It's like, well, why isn't it getting, like, why isn't it going? It's like a car that you try to start and it's like, they probably just bought this new car or bought this new thing, and put the key in it, and I'm starting it, but there's nothing in it. Well, it might be a house. That's what I said. And all these people who buy like a huge house, well, you're going to have to fill it. Money's not everything. You know, it's kind of like, okay, I've got a dream house and I've been manifesting and I've been listening all these people that talk about manifesting. And okay, so I want a £2 million mansion, 50 cent, God knows what else we talked about in Libra. So you've got big Libra energies here. Okay, now I've got the house. Right, here's the keys. Ah, lovely. Oh man, it's cold. Oh, I need heating. Oh, okay, so you've got a £50 million mansion that needs heating. Good luck with that one. Well, we'll just stick with one room and then we just won't heat the rest of the place up. Well, you might as well just buy a 1-bedroom flat, bruv. But like, okay, so now I've got that, so now I need like a TV in every single room. I need this in that room, and you know, whatever it is that you do, when you arrive at it, you've got to build it up. You've got to, you know, you've got to fill it with content. You've got to fill it with stings, right? If you move to a flat, move to a house and you haven't got anything, you have to fill it up. Well, you might be, go and see, sorry, this is a bit tactless, go and see the person that might be selling all this stuff. I don't know, because it feels like, I don't know, whatever that is. It feels like that I'm left with nothing. Like I'm left with nothing. It is like I'm just here and I've got zilch. Like nada. I've got zilch and nada. There you go. Or Nadine. Or Nadine. Nadine. But, so, fungus is also what I picked up. Like fun. Till my daddy took the T-bird away, but that I did get took away till my daddy got took away. Now I don't know if any of you have got references around someone not physically being taken, but more references of like child going missing or someone being taken. Like I'm worried that my children are going to be taken away from me, or worried about someone now being taken. Is this person going to ever come back and take my kids off me now? Some of you could have got your kids back and now you're just worried the fact that you might lose them again. Because I'm picking up, I don't know if I'm going to lose you, and I don't know if I'm going to abuse you or lose you, or like juju. I keep saying juju, there's some juju here. Juju. Okay. But like, yeah, some sort of false claim or false, making things that are false or false accusations. But they just keep saying false. True or false, or true or false. Big Libra, big company. Like bad company policy. Check the Libra reading. If you don't believe me, but it's there. Goonies. Mama, you've been bad. Well, I only dropped you once. Well, probably I dropped you twice. Well, maybe 3 times. I mean, please tell me, Capricorn, this isn't once, twice, 3 times a lady, right? Karma. Lady Karma. But like, they were a great band. If you are part of my Facebook, which is Broken Arts Beat the Most, I think it was, you'll see on there that I attach music sometimes. I haven't looked for ages. And they were called Karma. Okay. But Karma. I keep hearing Karma. But like Lady Karma. Something to do with Lady and the Tramp. I don't know, just don't go sucking lips with someone that's got like a bit of, ooh, what on earth is that? I can see a mouse anyway, whatever that is. It's like, oh my god, I didn't realise I got a mouse in me. Ooh, I don't know. Leave that one, Steve, because it's a bit disgusting. Anyway, I only dropped you once, I only dropped you twice, or maybe 3 times. So you could be dealing with a Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal of the... who's my Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal card? The 3. The Empress. The Empress. Could be dealing with a Pisces, maybe, for a lot of you. Once, twice, 3 times a lady, Billy Crystal, or... well, the bit on the side could be something to do with having something on the side. Someone's outside, or having something on the side. Sayaka, Saeed, or some hearing the name Saeed. But yeah, but something came to me a little while ago actually this morning when I was looking at the, thinking about Pisces of the three. But something came to me and I forgot, and it really wasn't involving a Piscean. Well, it'd be a mother, for instance, definitely. But something that came to me and I've now forgot. Not a, it was a story of something that came in my head and then went. It's kind of like it came and it went. It just come and then it went. I mean, is this a one pump chump, two pump chump? Or it just come and then it went. It's like, well, you just come and then you went. It's kind of like, well, you just come and then what are you going to do with that? Well, wipe it off. Ugh. It's like, well, you just come. What are you going to do with it? It's like, I don't know. Got any tissue or anything? I can't have no idea. It's like, well, you just come and then you went. It's like, what am I supposed to do? I mean, what you call Mary? Just go and see something about Mary. You're like, hold on a minute, you just come and where did it go? Where did it go? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Might be from Cottenham or Cambridge. And you're like, bruv, where did you come? Where did you go? Well, I don't know, it might be in your hair. And you're like, what? And you're like, your hair's at like Fraggle Rock. And you're like, bruv, where did it go? And it's like, nowhere, sweetheart. Anyway, should we go shopping? And you're like, bruv, you got it in your hair. So, I don't know, where did it come from? Where did it go? Probably in your hair. Or unless it went with someone else. And they're like, bruv, this sperm count seems to be spread all over the place. So, I don't know, where did they come from? Where did they go? Well, who knows? Probably Tesco, maybe, or something like that. Right, but where did they come from, Briscoe? Where did they come from? Bristol. That's where they come from, Bristol. Or Crystal. Name Crystal? There you go. There's Crystal Maze. There's a shop somewhere, I'm sure. Anyway, but where did you come from? Where did it go? Devil's Advocate, Grace, Greece. D. Loads of references of D. Dan, Danielle, damn, bam, bam. I don't know. Anyway, damn you to hell. That's what I'm hearing. Anyway, Capricorn, I do apologise about my scruffiness. I don't know if I said this at the beginning, but I am growing a beard, and this is normally when I back out. I'm on a full diet. I've been now on it for 4 days. And doing well. Coronavirus absolutely hit me. I don't know if you noticed, quite a while. I've been putting on weight, man. Oh, God, it's going. Walking and eating healthy, definitely. But if you want references of what could have been going on with me, watch the Leo reading. Anyway, yeah, that. So, what have we got? So, now, if you want your actual tarot reading, okay, and see if this plays out, this is where we go over to the full access bundle. This is one of your bonus readings as well. But if you want to watch what happens, it will be a full table card spread, clarified, and we see what happens throughout your year. But don't forget that it is also general, and it depends what comes out through the cards. I can never tell you, because you could have metaphysical, physical, you could have let's get physical, but anything like that. But we'll see. And also over there, don't forget, you also get 2 bi-weeklies. They're normally about an hour long as well. Full spread for you, clear them away. Full spread for your full square. Squire, George Squires. I know George Squires. Oh, hopefully not being put in a box. But like, four square. Ha! Anyway, you get loads over there. There's back catalogues of stuff that you can watch for days over there if you want to, but it is all part of the full access bundle. We will be back with other things, but at the moment we're sticking with this. That's your reading so far, Capricorn. Everything is in the show more section. Email, personal readings, so on and so forth. If you want one, just reach out. Patron, link, everything. Thanks very much, Capricorn, and I'll see you soon.